to Fenway Park here in Boston. This afternoon, the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox finished the final 3 games. Third game of their 3-game series. The Yankees lost the first 2 to the Red Sox. After leaving here, the Yankees will go to Detroit for 3 more. Then they'll be back against the Boston Red Sox over the weekend at Yankee Stadium. The pitchers for this afternoon's action for the Yankees, right-hander Ed Figueroa. He's won 7, lost 5 so far this year. 0-1 against the Red Sox. Lifetime, he's won 7 of 11 against the Sox. The Red Sox will counter with Fergie Jenkins. He's won 5 and lost 5 so far this year, and he has no record against New York Yankees this year, and he's 4-3 lifetime against New York Yankees. I'll be back with the starting lineups, and we'll have the start of today's action right after these messages.
At Firestone, it's spring bargain time, and popular sizes of their 4-ply Deluxe Champion white walls have been specially grouped for extra economy. Just $50 buys a pair of size A or B 7813 or C 7814 white walls, plus $1.72 to $2.01 per tire federal excise tax and 2 exchange tires. That's 2 for $50 at Firestone. Firestone products and services are available at Carl Settle State Street, Schenectady, Arkley Tire, Mohawk Avenue, Scotia, or the Firestone Store, Lafayette Street, Schenectady.
If you're hungry, maybe you should get a pizza or something really great to take out. Try Carms at 140 Freeman's Bridge Road in Scotia. Open every night till 1, weekends until 2. Take advantage of their speedy home delivery. Or if you'd like a change from the home scene, Carms is a nice place to eat. Friendly service and pleasant atmosphere. And of course, at Carms, all the food is cooked to your order deliciously. Call 346-1471 for delivery, or go to Carms tonight. Spinard U-Haul at 2206 Central Avenue in Schenectady has a new product and service you should know about. The product is nothing flat, emergency tire repair. There's one for every kind of tire, whether it be a car or a truck. If you buy nothing flat, you're entitled to membership to the Alpha Automobile Association. You'll be covered against theft, free towing, bail bond, and more. Now, the man who helps you move helps you get away for less. Spinard U-Haul.
Phones are ringing throughout the Schenectady area, offering families the Golden Gift Checkbook. It's over $400 worth of free gifts, services, and merchandise for only $21.95. Some of the participating merchants are the Carmen Drive-In, Simon's Menswear, Firestone Tires, Amco Transmission, Moret Steakhouse. So listen for your phone to ring. A Golden Checkbook operator may be calling you. For further information, call 372-4416. The Golden Checkbook.
Now, by winning the first 2 games of this series, the Boston Red Sox now a game and a half in front of the Yankees. In fact, a game and a half in front of the Yankees in Baltimore. The Red Sox have won 36, lost 25. They're 11 games over 500. Baltimore in second place, 2 percentage points ahead of the Yankees. The Orioles have won 35 and lost 27. The Yankees are 36 and 28, 8 games over. So Baltimore and the Yankees are in a virtual tie for second, a game and a half behind the Boston Red Sox. Milwaukee Brewers 7 games out, followed by the Cleveland Indians, and the Indians are 8 games behind the Boston Red Sox. By the way, in Cleveland today,
WWWD,
who had managed the Cleveland Indians for the last couple of years, was fired. Jeff Thorborg, from down in Jersey, just outside of, he lives somewhere around Rutgers University. Jeff has been named the interim manager of the Cleveland Indians. So a managerial change in Cleveland. Frank Robinson has been fired, and Jeff Thorborg, who was brought to the Indians by Frank Robinson as a coach, bullpen coach, will manage there the rest of the year. So Cleveland, 8 games back, followed by the Tigers, 8.5, and then the Toronto Blue Jays, 12.5 games behind Boston in the American League East. Over in the West, the Minnesota Twins now being challenged a little bit more by the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox just a game and a half behind the Minnesota Twins. Texas 4 back, California 4.5, Kansas City 5, Oakland 6.5, and Seattle 9.5 games behind the Minnesota Twins. And we'd like to welcome listeners around the world who are listening to this Yankee-Red Sox game on Armed Forces Radio, and we hope that you will enjoy this afternoon's action. And we wanted to catch up on the standings, especially in the American League, and we will give you the standings in the National League as the game progresses. Well, the umpire umpires are out. Billy Martin has his lineup, along with Don Zimmer, the manager of the Boston Red Sox. Yankees, the visiting team, will have Mickey Rivers leading off and playing center field. Willie Randolph will play second base, and he'll bat second. Thurman Munson will catch. He'll bat third. Chris Chambliss will play first base and bat in the cleanup spot. Reggie Jackson will be in right field. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth and playing third base for the Yankees, Graig Nettles. Roy White will play left field and bat seventh. Carlos May will be the designated hitter. He'll bat eighth. Batting ninth and playing shortstop for the New York Yankees, Bucky Dent. And on the mound, right-hander Ed Figueroa. Figueroa is making his 14th start. He has 8 complete games. He's won 7 and lost 5. For the home team, the Beantowners from Boston, the Red Sox will lead off with Rick Burleson at shortstop. Fred Lynn will play center field and bat second. Jim Rice will be the designated hitter. He'll bat third. Carl Yastrzemski will play left field and bat fourth. And Yaz has had some kind of series. He has 6 hits and 9 times at bat, including 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in the first 2 games of this series. Carlton Fisk will catch, and he'll bat fifth. Batting sixth and playing first base for the Boston Red Sox, George Scott. Batting seventh and playing right field, Bernie Carbo. Butch Hobson will bat eighth and play third base. Denny Doyle will play second base and bat ninth. And on the mound, still recuperating from a torn Achilles tendon suffered late last year, right-hander Fergie Jenkins. Jenkins is making his 14th start. He has 5 complete games. He's won 5, and he's lost 5. Well, Pam Boucher, it looks like it's going to be a big series in New York next weekend against these Boston Red Sox.
It really will be, Bill. You know, the team has come in here and lost the first 2 games, and hopefully will win today. And there's still just a game and a half separating the Red Sox and the Yankees. So next weekend's series could mean who's in first place at the end of that series.
I'll tell you what, these Red Sox fans really come out and support the Boston Red Sox and fill that ballpark up with some Yankee rooters. Maybe it'll start the Yankees on a long winning streak. It's about time they start putting together about a 10 straight game winning streak. Right now, Fergie Jenkins out on the mound along with his fellow mates of the Red Sox, and here's the national anthem. Like we have another crowd of 34 plus here at Fenway Park for the final game of this 3-game series, the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Looking at other scores, Toronto playing host to the Baltimore Orioles up in Toronto. There's no score there at the end of 2. Cleveland picked up 2 runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning. They lead the Tigers 2-0 at the end of 4. Home runs by Larvell Blanks and Andre Thornton. 2 solo shots in that 4th inning. Cleveland leading Detroit 2-0 at the end of 4. Chicago White Sox got a home run from Lamar Johnson, his 4th, in the 2nd with nobody on, and the Chicago White Sox lead Oakland 1-0 at the end of 2. Over in the National League, the Phillies won Atlanta 0 after 1 1/2. And those are all the scores we have for you, and we'll keep giving them to you as they come on in. Oh, Fergie Jenkins warming for the Red Sox. Fergie, basically a control pitcher. Pretty good slider, sinker. Used to throw a pitch called a knuckle curve when he pitched for the Chicago Cubs. Jenkins has pitched for the Cubs, for the Texas Rangers, and the last couple of years with the Boston Red Sox. Tore his Achilles tendon covering first base late last year, and feels for the most part he's recovered from that serious injury. So Mickey Rivers leads off against Ferguson Jenkins. Rivers has a 7-game hitting streak going. So far in the first 2 games, he's 4 for 10. He's batting at .329 with 2 home runs and 22 runs batted in. The ball game is underway, and the first pitch is fouled off. Left side, not a play. No balls and a strike. Butch Hobson weighing at third base. Burleson's a shortstop. Doyle the second baseman, and cheating in at first base is Big George Scott. Here's Jenkins with the 1-strike pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Right there is Fred Lynn. Going back a couple steps, he's got it. 1 away. Yastrzemski playing left for the Red Sox. Lynn in center, and Bernie Carbo out in right. Carlton Fisk catching, and Fergie Jenkins on the mound. Willie Randolph is a batter. He's hit in 9 straight ball games. He's 4 for 10 in the series. Batting .295 with 3 home runs and 23 runs batted in. So far, a lot of offense, most of it supplied by the Boston Red Sox in this 2 games, first 2 games. Pitch to Randolph is down low, ball 1. The 1-0, swung, check, swing. It's outside, 2-0. So far, 55 base hits in the first 2 games of this series, 30 by the Red Sox, 25 by the Yankees. And the Sox hit 11 home runs in the first 2 ball games. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike on Randolph. So the fans here at Fenway have seen a lot of fireworks. Home runs, doubles. Pretty good fielding. The only sufferers are pitchers. On both sides, except the relief pitchers. 2-1. He fakes a bunt, takes a strike, it's 2-2. Randolph did not like that call. By the way, Joe Brinkman is umpiring behind the plate. Richie Garcia at first base. Nestor Shylock umpiring at second. And Steve Palermo umpiring at third. Here's a 2-2 to Randolph. Fouled off over the stands. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Thurman Munson, the catcher. Jenkins likes the sign. Rocks, kicks, and deals a 2-2 pitch. Popped up right side. Going back is Denny Doyle, the second baseman. Coming on is Carbo. And Carbo, the right fielder, makes the catch. Carbo coming on yelling for the ball. Doyle could not hear him until the last moment, and then Doyle backed out of the way. And the right fielder, Bernie Carbo, made the catch for out number 2. Here's Thurman Munson, the catcher. Munson, a right-handed hitter, batting at .308. He has 9 home runs and 44 runs batted in, and he's 3 for 10 the first 2 ball games of this series. Here's the first pitch to Munson. Sliders down low, ball 1. Well, we promised our listeners around the world on Armed Forces Radio that we would give them the National League standings. We've already given them the American League standings. Here's the 1-0 to Munson. On the outside corner, called strike. It's 1-1. The Cubs have a 6-game lead over the Cardinals in the National League East. 7 over Pittsburgh, 7 over Philadelphia, 13.5 over Montreal, and 14 over the New York Mets. Here's a 1-1 to Munson. Swung on and missed. 1-2. In the West, the Dodgers have a 6-game lead over Cincinnati. 12.5 over San Francisco, 14 over San Diego, 15 over Houston, and 19 over the last place Atlanta Braves. The 1-2 is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Munson. 2 men out, nobody on, just underway from Fenway Park. No score in the ball game. The Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Wind blowing ever so slightly toward left. Swing and a miss, and Munson goes down swinging. 3 up, 3 down, an easy inning for Fergie Jenkins. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, the Yankees nothing, the Boston Red Sox coming up.
Wow, man, why am I so hungry?
What is wrong with us?
Wrong. These two unfortunate people are being invaded by what is known as the hungry munchies. There is only one known cure for these invading munchies. It is made by Big Dom. They're called Walt Subs. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, but only one shade. Walt Subs has been assigned to your stomach to take care of those hungry munchies. You can find them in 7 locations all over the Tri-Cities. Big Dom says he didn't invent the summoning sandwich. He just perfected it.
Cliff Richard's fame began in England and spread around the world. His gold single, Devil Woman, brought him stardom in America. Now he's back with a new album.
Don't turn the light out, I'm starting to see. Don't turn the light out, you're getting to me. Don't turn the light out, we're burning so bright. Don't turn the light out.
Don't turn out the light. Every Face Tells a Story is a tremendous collection of new songs from the amazing Cliff Richard. Cliff Richard. Every Face Tells a Story. New from Rocket Records and Tapes, distributed by MCA.
We have another big promotional day coming up at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, July 23rd. This is a new item that's been added since the season started. It's a vinyl gym bag with the New York Yankee logo on it. All fans 14 and under who come out to the game Saturday, July 23rd, when the Yankees host the Brewers, will get one of these great gym bags free. So get your tickets now and come on out.
All right, Rick Burleson will lead off for the Boston Red Sox in the bottom half of the first inning. Fergie Jenkins sent the Yankees down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. It'll be Burleson, Fred Lynn, and Jim Rice against Ed Figueroa. Figueroa is making his 14th start here this afternoon. He lost his last 2 starts to Minnesota and to Texas. Prior to that, he had won 2 in a row, beating Minnesota and the Chicago White Sox. First pitch to Burleson is down low, ball 1. Figgy leads the Yank starters in innings pitched, complete games, and is tied with Mike Torres for the most wins. 1-0 to Burleson. Hit on the ground to second. Randolph is right there. Bobbles the ball. Throws on the first in time. Burleson bouncing out 4-3. I think Burleson slowed down just a bit. And after Randolph bobbled the ball, he tried to shift gears, but too late. So he's out 4-3. That'll bring on Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn batting at .228, 6 home runs, 23 runs batted in. He's 3 for 9 in the series so far with a home run. A left-handed batter. Figueroa rocks, kicks, and deals the first pitch. And it's a curveball. It's outside. Figueroa has had some back trouble this year. It's caused him to pitch high much of the time. Fastball is low. It's 2-0. Nettles wide of third, even with the bag. Dent's a shortstop. Randolph playing second. Chris Chambliss playing first base this afternoon. The 2-0 to Fred Lynn. Too high, ball 3. Roy White in left. Mickey Rivers in center. Reggie Jackson out in right. Now Figueroa turns his back to home plate, rubs that ball up. Jim Rice is on deck. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Lynn. In there, called strike at 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Lynn. Swung on and fouled off. Out of play, left side. And the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Figgy's pitching in his 105th inning. He's given up just 87 hits, 36 runs, 30 of those earned, so his ERA is 2.60. Given up 9 home runs. Struck out 43. Not a strikeout pitcher. Lets you hit the ball. 3-2 pitch. Swung on line center field. Rivers going back. Now he falls and just gets the ball. Mickey Rivers going back in center field. The ball hooked down on him, and he fell down, but got the ball before it hit the ground. Oh, there are 2 outs. And that'll bring on Jim Rice, the designated hitter. Rice batting at .292 with 15 home runs and 41 runs batted in. And he wants a baseball inspected. Mickey started back for that line drive, but it sunk on him, and he tried to stop, and fortunately for him, as he slipped, the ball just got to him, and he caught it just before it touched the grass. So there are 2 outs. Rice, a big right-handed hitter. Hits one on the ground. Backhanded by Nettles. Throws to first base high, and Rice is safe. Graig Nettles making a great play, backhanding that ball. He's been playing Rice wide of the bag. He backhanded the ball just as it was going by him. Got up quickly after diving for it, threw off balance, threw high. Rice gets a base hit. Good call. And a good play by Nettles, although it was unsuccessful. Carl Yastrzemski, he's had some kind of series. 6 for 9, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in the first 2 ball games. He now is batting at .318, 12 home runs, 45 runs batted in. Pitch to Yastrzemski. Called strike, letter high. Rice on at first base, 2 outs, no score in the bottom of the first. Now Figgy sets again. And the pitch. Outside, it's 1-1. Yastrzemski has a 4-game hitting streak going. He's batting 9 for 18. That's an even .500. Over those 4 games, he's hit 3 home runs and driven in 10 runs. Fastball just ticks the bat. And it's 1-2. All 3 of those home runs hit in the last 2 games against the Yankees, and 8 of those 10 runs batted in, knocked in the first 2 games against the Yankees. So the count, a ball and 2 strikes on Yastrzemski. Rice with a short lead off first. 2 men out. Figueroa sets. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on line, base hit right field. Rice will round second. He'll go on to third, and Yastrzemski will hold at first base. Well, the Red Sox have runners on a corner. Rice is over third. Yastrzemski on at first. And with 2 outs, the batter will be Carlton Fisk, the catcher. So Yastrzemski now 7 for 10 in the series. That ball jammed him, but he got enough on it to loop it out into a right field for a base hit. Fisk is 3 for 8 in the series with 2 home runs. He's batting .351, 13 home runs, 36 runs batted in. A right-handed batter standing way up on the plate. A closed stance. Fisk taking a lot of time getting set in the batter's box. Now he steps in. Yankees play him straight away. Figueroa sets. And the pitch. Curveball is a called strike. The Yankees leave here. They'll go to Detroit against the Tigers tomorrow night. 8:40 start. Gullett against Fidrich. The 1-strike pitch. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes on Fisk. Then on Tuesday at 8 o'clock, Ron Guidry against Dave Rosemont. Then on Wednesday night, Kenny Holtzman against Dave Roberts. Yankees will be back Friday night against the Boston Red Sox. Here's a 2-strike pitch to Fisk. High. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Something else we'd like to remind everybody about is that the Mayor's Trophy game that was rained out earlier is going to be played this Thursday at 4 o'clock at Shea Stadium.
All right, Pam. A ball and 2 strikes on Carlton Fisk. And the 1-2 delivery. Yastrzemski going, swing and a miss. Carl going on a 1-2 pitch. Fisk swung through it. No runs on 2 hits. 2 men left on base at the end of 1, the score. The Yankees nothing, the Boston Red Sox nothing.
And you're going to like when we do things at Amco Transmission. Because if you take your car to Amco in the morning, chances are you'll have it back the very same evening. That's 1-day service. And that's just another reason we're the world's largest transmission specialist.
You're going to like the way we do things at Amco. Because at Amco,
We get most cars done in 1 day.
we do things right.
Amco, AA, MCO.
Introducing the lightweight champion of the world, new Rheingold Extra Light Beer. This is Mel Allen at ringside, right here with a winner, Rheingold Extra Light. And folks, it's terrific. Extra Light doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. So you can go with it round after round. It's crisp and full-bodied, the way a great beer should taste. Extra Light has all that same rich flavor Rheingold's been brewing for umpteen years. Because Rheingold, who originated low-calorie beers, wouldn't make it any other way. Rheingold Extra Light is the perfect brew when the weather gets warm and heavy. For today's active people, it's today's kind of beer. Clear, clean, light going down. This is the one that'll set you beer fans cheery, the lightweight champion. You must try new Rheingold Extra Light. It's the low-calorie beer that doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. Rheingold Breweries, New York.
Top of the second, and Chris Chambliss leading off against Fergie Jenkins. Chambliss batting at .292 with 6 home runs and 41 runs batted in. And he takes a fastball that's outside. It'll be Chambliss, Reggie Jackson, and Graig Nettles for the Yankees here in the second inning. There's a slider on the outside corner, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Chambliss so far in the series, 2 for 10. He's hit some long balls, but they've been straight away center field. They've been cut by Fred Lynn. Inside and high, 3 balls and a strike. Here's a 3-1 to Chambliss. Ball 4 low, and Chambliss walks. First base runner for the Yankees. Chambliss on at first. That'll bring on Reggie Jackson. Jenkins' lifetime has 208 wins and 155 losses. Most of those wins with the Chicago Cubs. Now Fisk walks the ball back out to the mound. He's talking to Fergie Jenkins. Reggie Jackson. By the way, Martin and Jackson had a meeting before the ball game, and everything evidently has been ironed out. Jackson a little bit upset yesterday when Martin took him out of the ball game. The two had words on the bench. Both wanting to win. Both great competitors. Jackson playing this afternoon, batting at .287, 12 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Swings on the first pitch, fouls it back. Jackson right now has the longest hitting streak going of a Yankee. He has 14. 3 for 6 in the series. Left-handed batter, good power. Jenkins wants another sign from Fisk. Now he sets. Checks Chambliss, and the pitch low. A ball and a strike. Sun trying to peek out from behind the clouds here in Boston. As Jenkins stops at the belt. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Out of play left side. 1-2 on Jackson. Kneeling on deck is Graig Nettles. Jenkins now gets a new ball. Looks over his left shoulder at Chris Chambliss. Chambliss not a threat to steal. Now the set. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jenkins making his 14th start of the year. And his first against the Yankees. Last year, he split 2 decisions with the Yankees. In lifetime, he's won 4 of 7 against the Yankees. Just this week, he passed Sandy Koufax on the all-time strikeout list. He has 2,398 now. 2-2. Swung on, line, foul into the seats, out behind third base, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, Roy White just needs just 1 more base hit to tie Phil Rizzuto for 9th place on the all-time Yankee hit list. Roy now has 1,587 career base hits as a Yankee. Here's a 2-2. He tried to check a swing and did. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Reggie Jackson. Jackson has hit well against the Red Sox this year. He's 7 for 20 with 2 home runs. He's driven in 3 runs. His average .350. Now Jenkins taking a lot of time. Now the right-hander sets. 3-2 pitch. Line down the left field line. That ball's going to slice. It is foul by about 12 feet. Chambliss all the way around second base, takes a shortcut and jogs back to first. So the count still 3 balls, 2 strikes on Reggie Jackson. No score in the top of the second. Chris Chambliss at first base and nobody out. Cleveland now leading Detroit 3-0. They're in the 5th inning. 3-2 pitch. Lined right to the shortstop. Burleson, his throw to first base will not be in time. It gets past Scott, and Chambliss is going to second. The throw there will not be in time. Ball was lined to Burleson. His throw to Scott was dropped by Scott, went behind him, and Chambliss went on to second base, and George Scott picks up an error. Now let's take 15 seconds for station identification on the New York Yankee Home of Champions Radio Network.
Your official Yankee baseball station in the Tri-Cities and the home of Lee Summers, Dave Michaels, Chuck O'Brien, Lynn Corey, and Tony Z. 3WD. WWWD. Schenectady.
Well, George Scott, normally a sure-handed first baseman, is making a lot of errors this year. That was his 15th. So Chambliss down at second with 1 away as Graig Nettles steps in. Nettles batting .223. Checks the swing, takes the curveball low. Graig has 13 home runs and 39 runs batted in. So far in this series, he's 4 for 8. Jenkins working slowly. Normally, Jenkins is a fast worker. The 1-0 pitch to Nettles. Slider, letter high on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Jenkins has given up 17 home runs so far this year and 95 innings. That's a lot of home runs. Here's a 1-1. Misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Chambliss, a walking lead off second. 1 away. He's checked by Jenkins. The pitch to Nettles. Swung on, bounced to second. Doyle scoops it up. Flips on to Scott at first base. Have got Nettles, and on the play, Chambliss goes to third. So with 2 outs, Roy White steps in. White's 1 for 5 in the series. Switch hitter batting left-handed against Ferguson Jenkins. Overall, Roy batting .280 with 5 home runs and 19 runs batted in. The Red Sox play him straight away. Roy takes outside, ball 1. Here's a windup and the 1-0 pitch to White. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. On deck is Carlos May. And the 2-0. Swung on, line left center, base hit. It'll might go to the wall. Chambliss will score. White around first base, digging into second. And he'll cruise in there with a stand-up double. The Yankees lead 1-0. So Roy White has now tied Phil Rizzuto for 9th place on the all-time Yankee hit list. That was White's 1,588th career base hit. And his next one will drop Scooter into 10th place. The RBI was White's 20th. Here's Carlos May. Carlos takes the strike. May batting .276, 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. 1 for 4 in the series so far. Now time is called as Jenkins removes his cap. Flips the ball into the glove. Now he steps on the rubber. Reading signs from Carlton Fisk. And sets. The pitch. Called strike 2. 0-2 on Carlos May. White off second, 2 outs. Yankees lead 1-0 in the top of the second. The 0-2 pitch. Low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. May now backs out. They play Carlos straight away. White off second. Jenkins checks it. The 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jenkins is a nibbler. Very seldom throws anything down the middle of the plate. Very seldom throws a ball over much of the plate. He pitches for the black, both in and out. Most of the time likes to keep the ball down. Doesn't have that much velocity. That's the reason he gives up a lot of home runs.
He really is taking an awful lot of time between pitches.
Normally doesn't pitch that slowly. Here's a 2-2 now. Curveball is low. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Carlos May. Now, Ferguson Jenkins had an 0-2 count on May. He nibbled 3 times, missed 3 times. Now the count is full, 3-2. White off second with 2 outs. Jenkins wants another sign from Fisk, gets it. Settles down at the belt. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Carlos May goes down swinging. Yankees pick up a run on 1 base hit, 1 error. Charge to George Scott and the man left on base. That's the end of 1.5 here at Fenway. The Yankees lead Boston 1-0.
Automatic Transmission Specialist, located 2047 Central Avenue in Colony, would like to ask you a very simple question. Have you listened to your car's transmission lately? Lots of potentially serious transmission problems show up at first as a little thump or maybe a click. When your car's transmission starts making funny noises, it could mean you're headed for trouble. That's the time to call Warren G. Barber at 456-2114 and have Automatic Transmission Specialist check over your transmission for you. The $6 million pizza made by machine, never touched by human hands. You won't find it at Little Vinny's Pizzeria. Every pie there is made by pizza people who care about you and the way a pie tastes. $6 million or not, no machine can do that. Little Vinny at 721 Altamont Avenue. Call 374-5600. Little Vinny knows when you're small, you gotta be good.
The summer will soon be here. then you're going to be left high and dry in the heat if you don't start thinking right away about a pool. Swimland, 1054 Crane Street, Schenectady is your Spartan Pool dealer with a complete line of pools and accessories. And they can fix you up with ways to get wet at prices that won't soak you. Call 346-0508 or 374-4229 and get on the track of enjoying your own pool this summer.
We'd like to remind everybody to get out and vote for this year's All-Star teams. The balloting runs through July 4th. The Yankees have a candidate listed at every position on this year's ballot. The game, of course, is going to be played at Yankee Stadium on July 19th. So get your ballots now either at any major or minor league ballpark or at any Gillette All-Star display and vote for this year's All-Star team.
All right, Pam. George Scott, who's been an All-Star, will lead off for the Boston Red Sox in the bottom of the second. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And Scott takes a slider, low and away, ball one. Scott's batting at .284. He has 17 home runs and 39 runs batted in. 4 for 8 in the series. Swing and a miss on a big, wide, breaking curveball. It's 1-1. Scott has hit 2 home runs in this series so far. Big right-handed hitter. The 1-1. Fouled off down the right side, back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott started in the Red Sox organization, played here a few years, and then went on to the Milwaukee Brewers, back to Boston. Always a good fielder, although he's made 15 errors so far this year. Here's a 1-2 to Scott. Curveball is swung on and missed. Scott goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Ed Figueroa, and there's 1 away.
Number 1.
Bernie Carbo, 3 for 7 in the series. 2 of those 3 base hits home run, both up to the opposite field. Here on the screen in Fenway. Bernie now batting at .313, 5 home runs, 11 runs batted in, a left-handed batter. Carbo takes outside, ball 1. He's played with Cincinnati, with the Cardinals, Boston, Milwaukee, back to Boston. Curveball's a called strike. It's 1-1. On deck is Butch Hobson, the third baseman. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Carbo. Change up on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carbo, a pretty good high fastball hitter, likes the ball away from him. More or less straightaway hitter. Stands deep in the box. And the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yankee outfield plays Carbo just a shade toward left. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Checks the swing. It's down low, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, they're in the 6th, and Cleveland still leading Detroit 3-0. Cleveland playing for a new manager, Jeff Torborg. Payoff pitch. Bounce right back to Figueroa, and he flags it down, spins, goes to first base, have got Carbo. Figueroa just got to that ball and got it in the webbing. It almost popped out, but he made the play. Put out 1-3, 2 outs. That'll bring on Butch Hobson, the third baseman. Once again, we'll repeat that Frank Robinson has been fired as manager of the Cleveland Indians, and Jeff Torborg has been named to pilot the club the rest of this year as Hobson takes a pitch up and in, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, hits to left field. White going back near the wall. He's there, and he's got it. Any ball hit toward left field, this crowd really gets up, because any ball hit that way with the wind blowing that way could go out of here. 3 up, 3 down for the Red Sox, and at the end of 2, the Yankees lead Boston 1-0.
Take a look at Volare. Plymouth Volare. Coupe, sedan, and wagon, the small cars that keep growing bigger every day.
The best-selling wagons there are, the biggest small wagons by far.
Volare gives you more passenger space than some midsize wagons and over 80% the cargo space of some full-size wagons.
A ride and a look that will please, a price that will put you at ease.
The price of a small car, a smooth, steady ride like a big car, quiet comfort, and the room to enjoy it.
Come ride Volare today, ride small the comfortable way. Volare.
Gentlemen, the Ale Masters Ale is here. McSorley's Cream Ale. McSorley's has all the hearty, full-bodied flavor that an ale should have, plus a smoothness that no other ale has. McSorley's is the macho ale for men of courage and daring, men with a taste for life. Gentlemen, order a bottle at your tavern or club, or pick up a six-pack at the supermarket, and you'll thank me for telling you about the ultimate in ales, the Ale Masters Ale, McSorley's Cream Ale. McSorley's Limited, Orange, New Jersey.
1-0 Yankees top of the third. Bucky Dent leading off against Fergie Jenkins. Dent has been held hitless so far in the first two ball games. He's 0 for 4. Martin has pinch hit for him in each ball game. A right-handed hitter. Dent takes a pitch in, a called strike. Yankees used a walk, an error, and a double by Roy White to take a 1-0 lead. Line to right field, that'll fall. Base hit in front of Carbo. Carbo picks it up on the first hop. And Bucky Dent picks up his first base hit of the series. Oh, Dent's on at first with no outs. That'll bring on Mickey Rivers.
Number 17. Mickey Rivers.
Mickey's been up once, lined and flied out to Fred Lynn in center field. Hit the ball well, but Lynn was right there. So Rivers 0 for 1. He's working on a 7-game hitting streak. Jenkins checks the runner and deals. Curveball on the outside corner. Called strike. Hobson once again shortens up at third base. Way in on the grass and near the line. Time is called as Joe Brinkman, the home plate umpire, fighting flies. Now the set. The one-strike pitch. Hit on the ground in second. Doyle is up to Burleson for one. Back to first. Double play. Well, you don't see that too often. The Red Sox really moving that ball quickly. Mickey Rivers bouncing into a 4-6-3 double play. And there are 2 outs. Mickey does not often bounce into double plays. The batter, Willie Randolph. 52nd double play turned over by the Boston Red Sox. Yankees have turned over 63. Willie 0 for 1. Pops this one up in foul territory on the third base side. Near the coaching box, Butch Hobson, glasses down. He's got it. And the side is retired. No runs, a base hit. Nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom of the third. And the Yankees lead Boston 1-0.
When ball players run into one another, it could mean an error. And when you run into something with your car, it usually means money. You might as well spend it in the place that will get the job done right. Gene's Body Service, with 24-hour towing, expert collision service that is guaranteed, along with all types of bodywork and insurance estimates. Phone 372-1642. Gene's Body Service, 463 Summer Street, Schenectady.
He's 19 years young. Mac's a crazy world, and we all live here. So let's enjoy it together with Mac McAnally's debut album on Areola Records and Tapes.
I'm turning out my nightlight, feeling satisfied that there's nothing any one of us can do. Real people lend a helping hand.
The Crazy World of Mac McAnally, available on Areola Records and Tapes. Pick it up at your favorite record store.
Denny Doyle leading off against Ed Figueroa in the bottom of the third. Yankees have a 1-0 lead over Boston. Doyle is a left-handed batter, a slap hitter. Pulls this one foul to his first base coach, Johnny Pesky, who knocks it down, inspects it, and gives it back to Figueroa. Doyle batting at .264, no home runs, 18 runs batted in. Toronto leading Baltimore 3-1 at the end of 5. Curveball is hit foul down the right field line, back in the seats. 2 strikes on Doyle. Dave Lemanchik pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays. Mike Flanagan for Baltimore. The score again, Toronto 3, Baltimore 1 at the end of 5. Cleveland leading Detroit 3-0. Indians batting in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-strike pitch, and bounces up and hits Doyle. Figueroa threw a curveball that hit in the dirt about 3 feet in front of Doyle. He tried to back out of the way. The ball bounced up and hit him. And Doyle will go to first base.
Number 7, Rick Burleson. Shortstop Burleson.
That'll bring on Rick Burleson. That breaking ball really getting away from Figueroa. Oakland has tied their ball game with the Chicago White Sox. The A's picking up a run in the top of the 5th. That game's all tied now, 1-1, with the White Sox batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Other games, Minnesota playing at Kansas City and Seattle playing at Texas. That game will be at night. Here's Rick Burleson, and a throw to first base, and Doyle scampers back. Phillies leading Atlanta 4-0 at the end of 3. Pitch to Burleson. Swung on and fouled off and over the stands right side. The Mets leading Houston 1-0 at the end of 2. Montreal and Cincinnati, no score at the end of 2. Other games in the National League, Pittsburgh playing the Giants in San Francisco. Cubs playing the Dodgers in L.A. And the Cardinals playing San Diego out in San Diego. Now Figueroa sets. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Burleson. Line, base hit right field. Doyle digging around second. He'll go on to third. The throw will be cut off by Bucky Dent. So Burleson going to the opposite field. Single, the line single to right, sending Doyle to third. And the Red Sox are threatening here in the bottom of the 3rd. 5th base hit in the series for Rick Burleson. That'll bring on Fred Lynn, the center fielder, who's been up once, lined to Rivers in center. Runners at first and third, nobody out. In the bottom of the 3rd, Yankees clinging to a 1-0 lead. And that leads in jeopardy. Here's a pitch to Lynn. Swung on and fouled off into the Red Sox dugout on the first base side. No balls, 1 strike. On deck is Jim Rice. And Figueroa wants new baseball, and Joe Brinkman, the home plate umpire, flips him one. Lynn so far in the series, 3 for 10. Here's a 1-strike pitch. Checks the swing, takes it down low. It's 1-1. Good play by Munson, blocking the ball, coming up with it cleanly. Denny Doyle off third base. Rick Burleson off first. Nobody out in the 3rd inning. Figgy sets. The 1-1 pitch to Lynn. Called strike 2. A fastball that got the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They play Lynn straight away. Yankee infield back looking for 2 except for Chambliss. He's got to hold Burleson. Figueroa checks the runners. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Loop foul down the left side. That'll go back in the seats. Lynn got jammed with a good slider and hit it foul into the seats out behind third base. So the count remains 1-2. Doyle goes back, tags up at third base. Burleson back to first with nobody out. Figueroa gets a new ball. Now the right-hander sets. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on it in the air to right field. After Jackson, near the warning track, he's got it. Tagging at third and scoring will be Denny Doyle, and the ball game is tied up. Well, give Fred Lynn a sacrifice fly and a run batted in. Doyle scoring easily. Burleson holding at first base. And the score is all tied. The Yankees won, the Boston Red Sox won. That'll bring on Jim Rice, the designated hitter. Rice got an infield hit when he chopped one near the line on Nettles. Nettles backhanded the ball, made a good play, threw off balance and threw high to Chambliss, and Rice got a base hit. So he's 1 for 1. 4 for 9 in the series. Burleson off first with 1 out. Rice fouls the first pitch back. 1 strike. Kneeling on deck is Carl Yastrzemski. Well, a hit batter, a single, and a sacrifice fly. We've got a tie ball game. The 1-strike pitch. Hit deep to right. Jackson going back. Near the wall. He's got it. Burleson all the way down to second has to come back to first. Oh, Jim Rice got these fans up as he drove Jackson all the way back to the wall in front of the Yankee bullpen in right field. He pulled down his long drive for the second out. Burleson still at first base, and that'll bring on Carl Yastrzemski, the left fielder who's been up once. Got jammed but lined to single to right field. Yeah, 7 for 10 in the series. A left-handed batter. Figueroa sets. And the pitch to Yastrzemski. Curveball is a called strike. Yankees went ahead 1-0 in the second on a walk in there and a double by White. Red Sox tied up here in the bottom of the third. Check swing inside. Ball to strike on Yastrzemski. Figueroa sets. The 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, he's taking his time now, getting back in the batter's box. Now he settles in. Cocks that bat over his left shoulder as Figueroa reads signs from Munson. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Up and in. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burleson now a short lead off first base. He's checked by Figueroa. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Given to right field, but Jackson's right there. Stops, and he's got it, and the side is retired. The Red Sox tie the ballgame up with 1 run on 1 base hit and a man left on base. At the end of 3 here at Fenway, the Red Sox won and the Yankees won.
Introducing the lightweight champion of the world. This is Mel Allen at ringside, right here with the winner. New Rheingold Extra Light Beer. It doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. Extra Light has got beer fans cheering. Wait till you get a load of that flavor. It's crisp and full-bodied, the way a great beer should taste. You must try Rheingold Extra Light, the lightweight champion. It's the low-calorie beer that doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. Rheingold Breweries, New York.
in the blue. Fill her up with champion. Fill her up with champion. Pull out the old plug in the blue. Fill her up with champion.
Are you the kind of guy who spends more time getting your power mower started than you do getting your lawn cut? Well, here's a tip for you. Try replacing your worn spark plugs with a fresh Champion plug. A fresh Champion plug alone can give your power mower easier starts all summer long and give you more time for all those fun things that summer's really for. Remember, the fresher your plug, the easier your starts. So fill her up with Champion.
At the end of 3 here at Fenway, the score is tied. The Red Sox won and the Yankees won. And here to take you over the next 3 innings, the 9th guy on the all-time Yankee hit list, soon to be 10th, Phil Rizzuto.
And I hope it's today. Roy has already got 1 hit. Right now, Thurman Munson pops the ball up on the first pitch. Hobson, the third baseman, in fair territory, makes the catch, and there's 1 out. Thurman had struck out his first time up. Now Chris Chambliss, who walked and scored. We'll pause for station identification on the New York Yankee Home of Champions Radio Network.
Your official Yankee baseball station in the Tri-Cities and the home of Lee Summers, Dave Michaels, Chuck O'Brien, Lynn Corey, and Tony Z. 3WD. WWWD. Schenectady.
Chambliss takes a pitch a little outside, ball 1. On deck, Reggie Jackson. Jenkins winds. Curve, pull foul. Down the right field side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another jam-packed crowd here at Fenway Park. The kick and the pitch to Chris down low, 2-1. Yankees right now in 3rd place. 2 percentage points behind Baltimore. 1.5 behind the Red Sox. Loop to left field. That's going to be... Yastrzemski cannot get it. Whoa, you got to wait. And he falls down, and Chambliss alertly goes to second base. That is embarrassing for Carl Yastrzemski. He had gotten over there in a hurry trying to make a shoestring catch. He had to stop to get it. His feet went out from under him. He sat down, and Chambliss alertly went into second. It's a double.
That outfield grass must be slippery, like, I guess from all the rain last night, because we've seen a couple of people fall down out there today.
Mickey Rivers slipped and fell. It's a good thing he did slip because he was right down to catch that ball. All right, Reggie Jackson hit a bullet to the shortstop his first time up. Reggie 0 for 1 with a 14-game hitting streak. And the longest Reggie has ever had in the big leagues is 15 when he was with Oakland. So he's got a chance to tie that here and maybe better it. Doyle in talking with Jenkins. Reggie has been hitting the ball awfully hard to the opposite field. It's been tough for him to get around. He really hasn't pulled the ball well in a long, long time. Pitch to Reggie. Foul out of play. Over the Yankee dugout and back at third and over the roof. Chambliss at second base. For Chris, that was his 13th double of the year. Outside, 1-1. Reggie back in the box. On deck, Graig Nettles. Jenkins sets the pitch, swing, and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Jenkins gets the sign from Fisk. 1-1 the score here, top of the fourth. In the dirt, blocked by Fisk, no advance, it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, only one out. Yankees trying to regain that one-run lead. Jenkins nods. Got the sign he wants. Curve foul back and out of play. Just over our heads. Reggie looking out towards center field. Now he's back in the box. Jenkins checks Chambliss. Lined one-handed by Doyle. Easy double play. Jackson has hit two bullets today. Almost knocked Doyle down. It was hit so hard, but he kept it. He caught it one-handed, flipped easily to Burleson as Chambliss was on his way to third. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 3.5, the Yankees won and the Red Sox won.
If you're hungry, maybe you should get a pizza or something really great to take out. Try Carms at 140 Freeman's Bridge Road in Scotia. Open every night till 1, weekends until 2. Take advantage of their speedy home delivery. Or if you'd like a change from the home scene, Carms is a nice place to eat. Friendly service and pleasant atmosphere. And of course, at Carms, all the food is cooked to your order deliciously. Call 346-1471 for delivery or go to Carms tonight.
Hi, my name's Rusty Jones. You know, I can save your car from rust.
Hello, Rusty Jones.
Hey, how are you?
Goodbye, Rusty Cars.
That's my job, protecting your car from rust. In fact, if you take a new car to your nearest Rusty Jones dealer for a complete rust proofing, we'll guarantee it against rusting through for as long as you own the car. If it ever should rust through, we'll fix it or refund our full price. Your choice. That's the Rusty Jones promise. And it's the best rust-proofing guarantee in town. In the world, for that matter. So if you're buying a new car or wondering about the one you have now, call your nearest Rusty Jones dealer for a free inspection. Tell them the boss sent you. That's me, Rusty Jones.
Hello, Rusty Jones. Goodbye, Rusty Cars.
The only rust-proofer lifetime guarantee on new cars can be found at Empire Radiator and Body Works, 816 Broadway, Schenectady.
We'll lead it off. Fisk struck out his first time up against Figueroa. This is always an exciting matchup, Figueroa against Fisk. Figgy has hit Fisk a couple of times with pitches. All right, Figueroa ready on the mound. We're all tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Fisk, low, ball one. Curve in there, strike called. It's 1-1. Fisk didn't like that call, steps back. It'll be Fisk, Scott, and Carbo. Figueroa winds, and the curve a little low. 2 balls and a strike. It was very, very foggy here this morning. And the sun came out. Now some clouds starting to blow around Fenway Park. Hard ground ball, base hit to left field between third and short. So Carlton Fisk on a hitting binge. That's hit number 4 for the Red Sox, and here is George Scott. Scott struck out his first time up. The Red Sox have not been able to do anything with Figueroa's breaking pitches, but they have hit his fastball hard. Figueroa checks Fisk. His pitch, strike one call. He threw Scott a lot of curveballs last time up to strike him out. This time he slipped the fastball by him. I don't think he'll try that too often. He comes to the belt. Pitch down low, 1-1. George Scott leads the American League in home runs with 17. Jeff Burroughs in the National League has 18. The 1-1 pitch, foul, back upstairs and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck, Bernie Carbo. Fisk leads away. Curve way outside, evens the count at 2-2. Figueroa, never in a hurry out on the mound, gets the sign from Munson. Pitch a little bit high. It's 3-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if Fisk will be running. Figueroa gets the sign. There goes Fisk. Strike 3. Throw to second low, and Randolph was late covering. For some reason, they might have got crossed up on the sign. He and Bucky Dent. Willie Randolph did not get over there to cover. And it's a stolen base for Fisk. A strikeout. Second time that Scott has struck out. And the 3rd strikeout in the ballgame for Figueroa. It brings up Bernie Carbo, who bounced back to the box his first time up. All right, Figueroa sets. Delivers, swing, and a foul back. Strike 1. On deck, Butch Hobson. Carbo batting .309. He had 2 home runs in yesterday's ball game. The kick and the curve is over. Strike 2 call. Yankees have a run on 3 hits. The Red Sox a run on 4 hits, and they want to take a look at that baseball. Figueroa flips it in on 1 hop to Munson. Joe Brinkman looks it over. Can't find anything wrong with it. Now we're ready to play ball again. 0-2 on Carbo. Figueroa delivers a curve just outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Figueroa to the belt. And the pitch, high, 2-2. Almost threw that one over Munson's head. One man out, bottom of the 4th. Yankees fly out right after the game to Detroit. 3 big night games out there. Ready now for the 2-2 delivery. Here it is. It's a curve, high, 3-2. Well, Figueroa getting a lot of 3-2 counts on the Red Sox hitters. Here's the stretch. And the pitch, ground ball, knocked down by Figueroa. Picks it up, throws Carbo out, and going to third is Fisk. That was a break. Had that ball gotten by Figueroa, it had been a base hit to center field. But Figgy just turned his body, blocked the ball, and he said he's all right. Trainer and Billy Martin do not have to come out. 2 away, and Butch Hobson, who flied to left field, the batter. All tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Hobson, high and tight, ball one. Carlton Fisk at third base. High, ball 2-0. Wind not blowing like it was the first 2 games here. Started out blowing in from right field. It has switched around. Now it's blowing towards right field. If it had been blowing like this earlier in the ball game, Red Sox might have had a couple out of here. That's high, ball 3. We've got the dangerous Denny Doyle coming up next. He's a pesky type hitter. But gets the wood on the ball more often than Hobson does. Though Hobson has a lot more power. The 3-0 pitch. High, ball 4. All 4 pitches high out of the strike zone. First walk given up by Figueroa. And Denny Doyle, he was hit with a pitch leading off the third inning after Figueroa went ahead of him 0-2 and eventually came around to score. A single by Burleson and a sacrifice fly by Lynn. At the end of 6, Toronto leads Baltimore 5-1. Cleveland beat Detroit 4-2 behind their new manager. The curve is high, ball 1. If you didn't hear, Frank Robinson was fired as manager of the Cleveland Indians this morning. And Jeff Torborg, who is a New Jerseyite, has taken over as interim manager. The kick and the curve is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Wayne Garland won his 3rd of the year. He's lost 7. Andre Thornton and Lavelle Blank's home in that ball game. White Sox lead Oakland 2-1 at the end of 5.5. Lamar Johnson has hit 2 home runs for the White Sox. 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 5th. Kansas City leads Minnesota 2-0 at the end of an inning and a half. Runners at first and third. The 2-0 pitch is a curved strike call. Hit the outside corner. In the National League, the Mets lead Houston 4-1 at the end of 3.5. Bruce Beauclair has hit his 3rd home run of the year in the 3rd with 2 on. Phillies lead Atlanta 4-0 at the end of 6. The 2-1 delivery. Line to right field. Jackson digging. He's not going to get it. A home run in the bullpen. The first of the year for Denny Doyle. How do you like that? Denny Doyle. We told you the wind had switched to right field. It's his first home run of the year, a 3-run shot. And the Red Sox are out in front 4-1. You never can tell in a ball game. That was more like a line drive right into the Yankee bullpen. And the Red Sox lead 4-1. And that is the 12th home run the Red Sox have hit in this series. Here's Burleson, the shortstop, bounced to second, single to right. And that ball went over Burleson's head and back to the screen. And you can hear the crowd. For a second there, I thought it ticked his helmet. Figueroa has been known to do that after somebody hits a home run off him. That's what. you like that? High. 2-0. That was the first home run for Denny Doyle in over 200 ball games. And it had to come today. Way high and outside, 3-0. Well, the homer really upset Figueroa. On deck, Fred Lynn. He got the green light on 3-0 and fouled it off over in the Yankee dugout. Grabbed by Lou Piniella, and Lou flips it up in the stands. He flipped it pretty hard. Three balls and a strike on Denny Doyle. High, ball 4. So Figueroa's first walk of the ball game got him in trouble when he walked Hobson. In the home of the Doyle, he's now walked Burleson. Here's Fred Lynn, line to center, and hit a sacrifice fly. A little action in the stands. Starting a little early today. They usually start about the 7th inning. All right, Burleson leads away. Strike on the outside corner. Figueroa to the belt. Curve is high, 1-1. Kick and the pitch is just outside, 2 balls and a strike. Kenny Clay, the hard-throwing right-hander up in the Yankee bullpen. On deck, Jim Rice. 2 balls and a strike on Fred Lynn. And the pitch, high and tight. 3 balls and a strike. Little things in a ball game can really get you in trouble. Told you about the walk prior to that. When Fisk was running on a 3-2 count to Scott, and Scott struck out. Willie Randolph was late coming over to the bag to cover, and Fisk got a stolen base. Otherwise, Figueroa would have got out of the inning without a run. High, ball 4. So Lynn to first, Burleson to second. The batter, Jim Rice, who is the 8th Red Sox batter here in the bottom of the 4th. Rice singled and fly deep to right field. Two men are out. Figueroa had not walked anybody up to this inning, and he's issued 3 walks here in the bottom of the 4th. Stretched by Figueroa. His pitch way outside, ball 1. Rice batting .294. Biggie kicks, delivers, line, base hit, right center field. That'll get a run in. And Rice holds that pitch overthrown, but backing up is Figueroa going to second. And Bucky Dent gets the ball, and Rice goes into second base. Reggie Jackson missed everybody. Figueroa, fortunately, was between first and, home and third. Got the ball through to second base, threw high to Bucky Dent. So it's a single to right center field for Jim Rice, an RBI. An error charged to Reggie Jackson, allowing Rice to go to second base as Burleson scores. The Red Sox now lead 5-1, and the batter is Carl Yastrzemski. He has singled and flied to right field. And they're going to pitch Diaz. They're not going to put him on with a base open. Fisk, who started the inning, is on deck. Pitch Diaz. Curve inside, ball one. Four big runs here in the fourth inning. Runners lead off second and third. Curve swing and a miss, 1-1. Yastrzemski had a big cut at that one. He has the 9th Red Sox batter here in the bottom of the fourth. The kick and the pitch almost hit Yastrzemski. You can hear the Red Sox fans. That's their captain up there, and he's been red hot. Lynn leads off third. Rice off second. High fly to right field, but Reggie Jackson's under it. And then Rivers made the catch. Jackson lost that ball. Holy cow. Jackson was under it. It suddenly went over his head. It's a good thing Rivers was back there. But the Red Sox pick up 4 runs, and the score now at the end of 4, the Red Sox 5 and the Yankees 1.
Introducing the lightweight champion of the world. This is Mel Allen at ringside, right here with the winner. New Rheingold Extra Light Beer. It doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. Extra Light has got beer fans cheering. Wait till you get a load of that flavor. It's crisp and full body, the way a great beer should taste. You must try Rheingold Extra Light, the lightweight champion. It's the low-calorie beer that doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. Rheingold Breweries, New York.
Isn't it time you knew Yoo-hoo chocolate drink? Do yourself a favor, enjoy the super flavor of America's favorite chocolate drink. It's got real goodness, protein goodness, and cool, refreshing taste. It's the top notch charge up that's non-carbonated. Doesn't even have to be refrigerated. So isn't it time to do Yoo-hoo chocolate drink? It's so delicious, Yoo-hoo chocolate drink.
When a chocolate soft drink is number 1 in the USA, it's got to have something going for it. Yoo-hoo does. Great taste, rich and creamy, really refreshing. And Yoo-hoo chocolate drink contains high-quality protein, made from 99% fat-free milk. Isn't it time you knew Yoo-hoo, America's favorite chocolate drink? It's Yogi Berra's favorite, too. Yoo-hoo chocolate drink, the action drink for action people. Yoo-hoo is another fine product of Iroquois brand.
Leading off for the Yankees in the top of the 5th is the third baseman, Graig Nettles. Nettles, his only other time up today in the second inning, grounded out to second base.
You saved me. Nettles takes the strike. I mislaid my little bag, and I just found out where I left it. Graig, very unhappy with that call, steps back to talk with Joe Brinkman, the plate umpire. Yankees trail 5-1 here in the top of the 5th. Ferguson Jenkins on the mound. Now the wind really blowing towards right field. Favoring left-hand hitters. That's outside. Complete turnaround by the wind here at Fenway. Just in time for Denny Doyle to hit one out. Nettles hits one deep to right field, but Carbo going back makes the catch right by the warning track. And there's one away. Yankees still looking for their first home run in this 3-game series, and here is Roy White. Roy double to left center field, driving in the Yankee run in the second inning. On deck, Carlos May. Boy, that wind is really whipping now. Outside to Roy, ball 1.
We've seen all kinds of weather in this 3-day series here.
Oh, yes. Usually happens up here in Boston, all through New England. The kick and the pitch hit high in the air to shallow right. Carbo coming in this time, having trouble seeing it. Oh, that sun must be a problem. That's why Reggie probably lost that ball, not the wind. Carbo really battled that sun all the way, but was able to make the catch. Even with the sunglasses down, he had to shade his eyes with his glove. And now Carlos May, who struck out his first time up. Pitch to Carlos, strike one call. Bucky Dent on deck. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low and away. 2-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Foul to the right of home plate. 2-2. Jenkins has won 5 and lost 5 so far this year. He gets the sign from Fisk. And a bouncer foul down the first base line. That'll be fielded by Bobby Cox. Jenkins has allowed 3 hits in the ball game. Walked 1 and struck out 1. Strike, great call. Carlos May called out on strikes. Second time Carlos has struck out. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 4 1/2, Red Sox 5 and the Yankees 1.
Wow, man, why am I so hungry? What is wrong with us?
Wrong. These 2 unfortunate people are being invaded by what is known as the hungry munchies. There is only one known cure for these invading munchies. It is made by Big Dom. They're called Waltz Sobs. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, but only one shade. Waltz Sobs has been assigned to your stomach to take care of those hungry munchies. You can find them in 7 locations all over the Tri-Cities. Big Dom says he didn't invent the submarine sandwich. He just perfected it.
It's time to save at Firestone, where right now they are having a double-belted white wall sale. Depending on your size, save $60 to $108 on a set of 4 Deluxe Champion Super Belts. Mounting is free, and convenient terms let you buy now, pay later. So before time runs out, visit Firestone, where they've set back the prices $60 to $108 during spring savings time. Firestone products and services are available at Carl Settle State Street, Schenectady, Arkley Tire, Mohawk Avenue, Scotia, or the Firestone Store, Lafayette Street, Schenectady. Phones are ringing throughout the Schenectady area, offering families the Golden Gift Checkbook. It's over $400 worth of free gifts, services, and merchandise for only $21.95. Some of the participating merchants are the Carmen Drive-In, Simon's Menswear, Firestone Tires, Amco Transmission, Moret Steakhouse. So listen for your phone to ring. A Golden Checkbook operator may be calling you. For further information, call 372-4416. The Golden Checkbook.
Let's pause for station identification on the New York Yankee Home of Champions Radio Network.
Your official Yankee baseball station in the Tri-Cities and the home of Lee Summers, Dave Michaels, Chuck O'Brien, Lynn Corey, and Tony Z. 3WD. WWWD. Schenectady.
All right, Carlton Fisk, who led off last inning's 4-run rally with a single to left, stolen base and a run scored, will lead off again here in the bottom of the 5th. First time up, Carlton struck out. He's batting .352. Second to Rod Carew in the American League. Pitch to Fisk. Low and outside, ball 1. George Scott on deck. Curve low, ball 2, 2-0. The 2-0 delivery, low and outside, ball 3, 3-0. Figueroa got himself in trouble with walks last inning. And he's behind 3-0 now to Carlton Fisk. 3-0 pitch, ball 4. And that's the 4th walk given up by Figueroa. Here's George Scott. He's been up twice, struck out both times. Bernie Carbo on deck. Kick, and the pitch is hit in the air to right field. Jackson back on the warning track, and then goes back. Oh, was he battling that son and made the catch? Holy cow, Reggie really having problems. Carbo, too, both right fielders. That ball almost went into the bullpen. Mickey Rivers was coming around. He saw that Jackson was having problems, but Mickey could not have gotten there in time. Reggie hung with it and made the play. Well, that's got to be a tough, tough sun field out there right now. 1 out. Bernie Carbo's been up twice, and both times bounced back to the mound. Fisk at first. Carbo takes the pitch down low, ball 1. Curve low, ball 2, 2-0. Most of the crowd here bathed in sunshine. Temperature was 80 degrees at game time. Very pleasant in the shade. Down low, and it's 3-0. And looks like Kenny Clay is up again in the Yankee bullpen. The 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. He walked Fisk on 4 straight pitches. Now he walks Carbo on 4 straight pitches. That's the 5th walk. Given up by Figueroa. Here's Hobson, who was flied to left, walked and scored. Hobson also was walked on 4 straight pitches. Runners at first and second. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. Munson fires the ball back to Figueroa, trying to shake him up a little bit. And the pitch is fouled out of play. Up on the roof. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Fisk leads off second. Carbo off first. Pitch line, base hit, center field. Rivers charging the ball quickly up, throw to the plate. And not in time. And the Red Sox now lead 6-1, and here comes Billy Martin. Hobson hit a bullet back through the middle. Rivers charged it, made a good throw, but not quite in time. And Billy Martin has signaled for Kenny Clay. That's going to be all for Figueroa. And the new pitcher, Kenny Clay, is making his way to the mound.
No helmet, no inspection, and no license or registration. That's the freedom of the moped, and the Jawa is the easiest of them all to care for. Schenectady Moped Sales and Service, 1008 Regent Street is where to go if you want the scoop on mopeds. Great gas mileage and easier to ride than a bike. Economical transportation is what it's all about today, and that's what you get when you buy a moped. Schenectady Moped will give you a great deal on a
complete auto supply store with discount prices. That's what Cole Auto Supply is all about. Cole Auto, 2953 Hamburg Street, Schenectady. Not only gives you great prices on all major brands of auto parts and foreign car exhaust systems, but they're open 7 days a week. Monday through Fridays, they're open 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 9 to 1. Convenience and price. You'll find it all at Cole Auto Supply, 2953 Hamburg Street, next to Rolling Greens Bowling Center.
How about his strikeouts, Pam?
Got 7 strikeouts and only 1 walk.
That is not bad, averaging 1 strikeout an inning. Other games quickly. Toronto leading Baltimore 7-1 at the end of 7. Cleveland won their first game of a doubleheader against Detroit 4-2. As we told you, Frank Robinson was fired, and Jeff Torborg has taken over as manager for the Indians. Thornton and Blanks homered in that game. At the end of 7 innings, the White Sox 2 and Oakland 1. Lamar Johnson has hit 2 homers in that game. And at the end of 3, Kansas City 3, Minnesota nothing. In the National League, at the end of 5, it's the Mets 5 and Houston 1. Beauclair had a home run with 2 on. Phillies leading Atlanta 4-1 at the end of 7.5. Giants 1 and the Pirates nothing at the end of an inning and a half. Cincinnati 1 and Montreal 1 at the end of 3.5. Here the Red Sox are leading 6-1, and Denny Doyle steps in. Hit his first home run in over a year and a half. Takes a pitch high, ball 1. He was hit with a pitch and scored, and then hit a 3-run homer. Carbo was at second, Hobson at first. Kenny Clay sets. Fastball outside. It's 2-0. Kenny Clay, a lot of heat out there on the mound. Doyle, a left-hand batter. High, 3-0. On deck, Rick Burleson. 3-0 pitch, right down the middle. Strike called, 3-1. Runners lead off first and second. Fastball fouled on the left field line. That'll be back and into the crowd. Teddy Clay was paying no attention to Carbo that time. He could have walked into third base. He's looking at third base coach Eddie Yost now to see if they want him running with a 3-2 count. 1 out. And the Red Sox leading 6-1. Stretch by Clay. They're going. Hit to left field. This is playable by Roy White. Roy under it and makes the catch. So Clay came back from a 3-0 count to get Doyle to pop to left. And now Rick Burleson's bounced to second, single to right, walked and scored. On deck, Fred Lynn. Hobson still at first, Carbo at second. Stretch by Clay. Fastball is high, ball 1. Red Sox a red-hot ball club right now. The 1-0 delivery, hit in the air to right field, Reggie Jackson. And Mickey Rivers comes over now, and Mick, who can see better, coming at that angle, makes the catch. The Red Sox pick up a run on just 1 hit. No errors and 2 men left. At the end of 5, Red Sox 6 and the Yankees 1.
no helmet, no inspection, and no license or registration. That's the freedom of the moped, and the Jawa is the easiest of them all to care for. Schenectady Moped Sales and Service, 1008 Regent Street is where to go if you want the scoop on mopeds. Great gas mileage and easier to ride than a bike. Economical transportation is what it's all about today, and that's what you get when you buy a moped. Schenectady Moped will give you a great deal on a Jawa and a free T-shirt in the bargain. Schenectady Moped.
3WD. Hi, Tom. What's happening down at Price Chopper?
Well, we're down to 3 people now. One person just dropped out.
Yeah, what are the names of the people left?
Mabel and Tony and Martin, all hanging on. Mary just left us, but she should get a lot of credit. She's been hanging on for 45 hours.
Well, how long? It's been going on for 45 hours? Yeah. What's the crowd like?
The crowd, they're coming in and out. They're cheering on everybody.
Yeah.
And they're asking a lot of questions like, are you tired? I mean,
I'm exhausted.
All of them, really, it's the 3 people left are saying, that's my car.
That's my car.
People are touching and looking at, hey, don't touch my car. It's a beautiful Subaru.
Yeah. So how long are you going to be down there, Tone?
Oh, I'll probably be here until Chuck O'Brien comes on in.
Oh, Chuck's coming in?
Yeah, he said he was going to be down here about 4 or 5.
Okay. Well, look, thanks for calling in, and we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Okay,
You take care, okay, now? Bye-bye.
Can you be too great?
All right, Bucky Dent, who's single right, leads off against Figueroa. Rather, against Fergie Jenkins, and lined a left-foot foul. Jenkins has allowed just 3 base hits. Gave up 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. 2 double plays, though, have helped him. Next pitch to Bucky is looped in the left center. Lynn to his right. Is there now, makes the catch. 1 away. Mickey Rivers has lined the center and bounced into a double play. Something that happens very rarely. See Mickey hit a ground ball double play. And Mick runs up to bunt, takes a curve, low, ball 1. Boston leading 6-1. We're in the top of the 6th. Curve outside, 2-0. Mickey right now batting .326. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. On deck, Willie Randolph. Ground ball right at Doyle at second base. Over to first, and Rivers is retired. That'll bring up Willie Randolph. Willie has fly to right and popped to third. Now Willie asks for time. Back in. And Jenkins delivers a curve inside, ball 1. Thurman Munson on deck. Willie Randolph, one of just 3 Yankees to hit that left field wall. That pitch low and outside. 2-0. Kick and the pitch down low, ball 3. And look at Jenkins. He can't believe that was called a ball. Started to turn his back, then decided against it. Willie will be taken all the way here. The 3-0 pitch right down the middle. 3-1. Foul back over the roof and out of play. It's 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Strike 3. Randolph caught looking. Third strikeout for Jenkins. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 5.5, the Red Sox 6 and the Yankees 1.
Lou's Pizza is moving. The new address will be 1510 Chrysler Avenue. So now when you're hungry and you want great pizza, fast and tasty, or fantastic sandwiches and pasta, it's Lou's Pizza, 1510 Chrysler Avenue. Call 377-0072 or 377-0095. Open 9 to 1 and fast delivery. Watch for the grand opening of Lou's Pizza, Saturday the 25th of June. Order a pizza from Lou's. It's the best in the country.
Latham Ford is proud of its used cars. They're all guaranteed and rated A1. Choose from a wide selection of Mustangs, Cougars, Pintos, Granadas, and trucks too, all covered by Ford's A1 security plan. Latham Ford knows a new car may not be the answer to everyone's needs. So if a used car is your choice, pick one you can be proud of at Latham Ford. Route 9R, a mile north of the Circle. Latham Alpenhaus with Yamaha for 77 has special XS 360 2D smooth running and easy handling with a 4-stroke overhead cam twin engine. 6-speed transmission, great cruising on the road with cafe racer styling. All yours for only $899 plus destination charges. Alpenhaus has got the parts and service department to keep it. Alpenhaus, Wallens Corners Road, just off Route 30, Amsterdam.
Fred Lynn leads it off for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th, and Clay's first pitches are called strike. Red Sox lead 6-1. Lynn has lined to center, hit a sacrifice fly and walked, 0 for 1. Fastball a little bit low, 1 on the count. Line to left field, and Roy White digging, can't get it. I must have lost that ball. Ball went right by Roy. Played the hop off the wall, and Lynn is on with an opposite field single. First hit off Kenny Clay, and the 8th hit for the Red Sox. Here's Jim Rice. He's 2 for 3. He's hit the ball hard. Every time they got him out, he lined deep for Reggie Jackson in right field. He has driven in a run. Clay 6. Fastball low and outside, ball 1. Carl Yastrzemski on deck. Whirlybird keeps going around the stadium, trying to watch part of the ball game for nothing up there. Fastball bounced off Clay's glove. Dent can't get it. And Lynn is going to go to third. Perfect double play ball. Throw to second. And they got Rice trying to advance. Good heads-up play that time by Bucky Dent, but it was a perfect double play ball off the glove of Clay and then under the glove of Bucky Dent. A single to center, and Rice is thrown out 6-4. Dent to Randolph. Moving over to third on the play was Fred Lynn. And now Carl Yastrzemski with a chance to pick up an RBI. Yaz is single, fly to right, fly to center. Toronto beat Baltimore 7-1. Lemanchik pitched a 5-hitter. Flanagan the loser. Cleveland beat Detroit 4-2. All right, the Yankee infield is in. Lynn leads off third. Pitch to Yaz, strike 1 call. Frank Tanana, who has won 10 games and lost only 3, pitching against Milwaukee. And Moose Haas, who is 4-3. And Rodriguez has already relieved Haas in the first inning. There's no score as yet. Clay winds. His pitch line, base hit, right field. Boy, he hit a bullet. Clay threw it as hard as he could, and Yastrzemski hit it right on the nose. His second hit of the ball game. Another RBI. Lynn scores, and the Red Sox lead 7-1. And Yaz, with his 5 RBIs yesterday and 1 today, has taken over the team lead in RBIs for the Red Sox. It'll bring up Carlton Fisk, who has struck out, singled, and walked. He has stolen a base and scored twice. One out, Carlton Fisk, the batter. Yastrzemski at first. Outside with a fastball. At the end of 4, Kansas City 3 and Minnesota nothing. Swing and a foul at Nick Munson. Thurman walking around. He doesn't like to rub, so you never know where Munson got hit. Now he walks out towards the mound. Turns around, heads back. One on Thurman. Lead umpire Joe Brinkman wants to make sure Thurman is all right. Thurman says okay. At the end of 8, the Phillies lead Atlanta 4-1. One ball, 1 strike on Fisk. And the pitch popped up on the right side. Chris Chambliss under it. And in fair territory makes the catch. 2 men are out. And the batter, George Scott, who has struck out twice and fly deep to right. The Mets are leading Houston 5-1 at the end of 6. Beauclair with a 3-run homer in that game. Montreal 8 and Cincinnati 1 at the end of 4. Carter, Dawson, and Valentine have all homered for Montreal. Valentine is 11th with 2 on. Strike 1 to George Scott. Giants 2, Pirates 1 at nothing at the end of 3. Thomas has homered for the Giants with nobody on. High 1-1. Seven to 1, the Red Sox lead in the bottom of the 6th. Foul up on the roof. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kenny Clay exchanges baseballs. On deck, Bernie Carbo. Yastrzemski with a short lead off first. The kick and the pitch inside. 2-2. Clay stretches again. And there's a ball looped to center. Rivers started back, comes in and makes the catch. Ball must be tough to pick up. No run, rather 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Man, that's a weird inning. At the end of 6, it's the Red Sox 7 and the Yankees 1.
Introducing the lightweight champion of the world, new Rheingold Extra Light Beer. This is Mel Allen at ringside, right here with a winner, Rheingold Extra Light. And folks, it's terrific. Extra Light doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. So you can go with it round after round. It's crisp and full-bodied, the way a great beer should taste. Extra Light has all that same rich flavor Rheingold's been brewing for umpteen years. Because Rheingold, who originated low-calorie beers, wouldn't make it any other way. Rheingold Extra Light is the perfect brew when the weather gets warm and heavy. For today's active people, it's today's kind of beer. Clear, clean, light going down. This is the one that'll set you beer fans cheering. The lightweight champion. You must try new Rheingold Extra Light. It's the low-calorie beer that doesn't taste like it doesn't fill you up. Rheingold Breweries, New York.
Want to see me do something really terrific?
Like what? Pay attention to the game?
No. I'm going to do a magical feat, a card trick.
Where'd you get a card trick?
Why, there's a free card trick in every 6-pack and fun-sized bag of Baby Roots and Butterfingers. I've already collected several. As a Matter of fact, there's one trick I specialize in.
What's that?
See this fun-sized Baby Ruth bar?
Yep.
Now watch me make it disappear. A card trick free in fun sizes and 6 packs of Baby Ruths and Butterfingers.
Thurman Munson leads it off for the Yankees here in the top of the 7th, with the Yankees trailing 7-1. Now here's Frank Messer.
Okay, Pam, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. Jenkins to Munson, and he is in for a call strike letter high.
Wise against May. Tomorrow night, 7:30 in Baltimore.
Munson makes Jenkins wait. Now the right-hander whips it in. Munson sends a fly ball to right field. Bernie Carbo shades his eyes and makes the catch in the tough sun field. Right now we pause for station identification on the New York Yankee Home of Champions radio network.
Your official Yankee baseball station in the Tri-Cities and the home of Lee Summers, Dave Michaels, Chuck O'Brien, Lynn Corey, and Tony Z. 3WD. WWWD. Schenectady.
One out here in the top of the 7th. And Chris Chambliss takes low, a breaking ball. Left-hand hitter is walked and double. Bounces this one to first base. Scott scoops it up and goes to the bag, and Chambliss is retired. 9 men in a row now retired by Ferguson Jenkins following Chambliss' double to left field in the 4th inning. Reggie Jackson will step in. Reggie has hit the ball hard both times up, sending line drives at Burleson and Doyle, both of whom caught the ball. Doyle turned Reggie's line drive into a double play, getting Chambliss off second. Red Sox are out in front 7-1 as Ferguson Jenkins winds and offers, and Reggie hits a high foul off the left side. Third baseman Hobson over near the seats, and he makes the catch up over the heads of the first row patrons to retire the side. A good play by the third baseman, Butch Hobson. The Yankees are 3 up, 3 down in the middle of the 7th. It's Boston 7, New York 1.
The Calabash Pipe Shop offers you a large selection of pipes and accessories, plus brands and blends of tobacco in every combination imaginable. You can find the pipe and the blend to suit your personality. Alonzo Lovelace and Joseph Greco can help you every step of the way. They handle pipe repairs as well. The Calabash Pipe Shop, 2656 Hamburg Street, Schenectady, for the best in tobacco, pipes, and cigars.
Cliff Richard's fame began in England and spread around the world. His gold single, Devil Woman, brought him stardom in America. Now he's back with a new album.
Don't turn the light out, I'm starting to see. Don't turn the light out, you're getting to me. Don't turn the light out, we're burning so bright. Don't turn the light out.
Don't turn out the light. Every Face Tells a Story is a tremendous collection of new songs from the amazing Cliff Richard. Cliff Richard. Every Face Tells a Story. New from Rocket Records and Tapes, distributed by MCA.
Well, the crowd of around 35,000 here at Fenway having the 7th inning stretch, and the Yankees will employ a new pitcher in the ball game. Dick Tidrow comes on for the bottom half of the 7th. He'll be facing the lower third of the batting order. Bernie Carbo, Butch Hobson, and Dennis Doyle. Ken Clay went 1 2/3 innings, allowed 1 run on 3 hits. He did not walk anybody, nor did he strike out anybody. Ed Figueroa is the pitcher of record, 4 1/3 innings. 6 runs, 7 hits, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts, and he hit a batter. The weekend crowd here in Boston for the 3 games, 103,000 in round figures. We look for about 150,000 for the weekend series next weekend at Yankee Stadium, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons. Tidrow ready to work to Carbo, the left-hand hitter. Fouls the first one back just off to our left. Dick Tidrow has 3 wins in his last 7 appearances.
Play worked an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs,
0-1 pitch. Fouled right at Munson's feet. Thurman has been shaken up twice by foul balls in this game. That one appeared to get him on the foot. Tidrow, overall this year, in 21 relief appearances prior to this, has 5 wins, 2 losses, and 2 saves, and an earned run average of 2.18. Good ERA for the relief pitcher who works both long and short relief. He deals Carbo, who fouls it back overhead this time. Red Sox 7 runs, 10 hits. The Yankees 1 run on only 3 base hits in the ball game off Ferguson Jenkins. Pitch coming, hit in the air to left field. This one is deep. Roy White is going to watch it, and it is in the net. A home run for Carbo. Bernie Carbo with an opposite field home run, the 3rd for him in the last 2 ball games, and his 6th home run this year. The Red Sox lead 8-1. The batter will be Butch Hobson. Hobson has flied to left, walked and singled. He has scored a run and batted in a run. He takes a strike from Tidrow. Dick kicks and deals inside. The home run by Carbo is the 8th homer given up by Tidrow this year. Right-hander rocks and offers again. A slider is swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hobson. The on-deck batter is Denny Doyle. Sidearm pitch is foul back out of play. Red Sox this afternoon getting good production from their left-hand hitters. Denny Doyle homered for the first time this year, the first time since August of 1975 off Figueroa in the 4th. Pitch to Hobson is low, and now Carbo here in this inning. It is 6th of the year. Tidrow's next pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out with a breaking ball. 1 away. And Denny Doyle will step in. Prior to the ball game today, Denny Doyle was the only Red Sox regular who had not homered this year. He took care of that his 2nd time up. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. In the 4th inning, when the Red Sox batted around, he hit a 3-run homer. Left-hand batter takes low, ball 1. Rick Burleson is on deck. Tidrow comes back, low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike call. Two and 1. Tidrow offers again and misses outside. 3 balls and a strike to Doyle. Up in Toronto, the Blue Jays lead Baltimore. They beat Baltimore 7-1. Looping line drive out into shallow left field. Roy White comes on, makes a skidding catch, rolls over and hangs on. Good catch by Roy White, who reached down, went to his knees, held onto the ball as he rolled over. Now Roy replaces a big divot he dug up in the left field turf here at Fenway. 2 down. We go to the top of the Red Sox batting order for Rick Burleson. Burleson has grounded out, singled, walked, and flied out. Right-hand hitter takes a low slider. Next pitch to him, foul back off the screen. Is that right? Do I read this note correctly? That our game is being broadcast this afternoon on the American Forces Radio Network. Wherever you might be listening to Yankee baseball, we welcome you. Frank Messer, Phil Rizzuto, Bill White, and Pam Boucher at Fenway Park. Burleson takes a ball. Tidrow just missed with a slider, and both Tidrow and Munson question the call. It's 2-1. Another big crowd in Toronto, better than 34,000. Foul back over the roof. Toronto pounding out 14 base hits to beat Baltimore 7-1. Dave LeManchik got the win. He is 5-6. Mike Flanagan, the loser, 2-7. Pitch coming. Taken for a strike to retire the side. Burleson is called out on strikes. The Sox get a run on the homer by Carbo. At the end of 7, it's Boston 8. The Yankees 1.
Me and my arrow, taking the high road.
You and your new Plymouth Arrow. Tilt wheel, tinted glass, reclining buckets. You were made for each other.
Me and my arrow, me and my arrow.
You and your Arrow. You could go a long way together. And on good old regular gas, too. 39 miles per gallon on the highway, 26 in the city. Which, of course, are EPA estimates based on Arrow's standard 1600cc engine and manual transmission. Your mileage could differ.
Me and my arrow, taking the high road.
Take a look at the Arrow GT. Love at first sight. And the standard silent shaft engine will keep things all very hush-hush.
Me and my arrow, me and my arrow.
Plymouth Arrow. One little car with a whole lot of heart.
Me and my arrow.
The need for extra shopping money is a sure sign of spring and summer. And if you're not sure how to get it, come on into HFC for a shopper's loan. HFC, an equal opportunity lender. Household finance, where people use our money to get the most out of life.
Come on in to HFC.
Graig Nettles fouls the first pitch back just overhead as he leads off the 8th inning. Nettles has grounded out to second and flied to right. We'll check more on the scoreboard for you. Cleveland defeated Detroit 4-2 in the first game of their doubleheader. Wayne Garland, the winner, 3-7. John Hiller, the loser, 4-7. This pitch is low and away, and the count is 1-1. In the second game at Cleveland, the Indians playing under new manager Jeff Torborg. No score at the end of 1.5. Fernando Arroyo against Jim Bibby. 1-1 to Nettles. Foul back over the roof to the left side. Frank Robinson was fired by the Cleveland Indians front office, and Jeff Torborg, former catcher from down in New Jersey, was signed as interim manager. Nettles takes a low curve, 2-2. California has a 7-0 lead over Milwaukee at the end of 2 innings. In Milwaukee, Frank Tanana going for his 11th win. This pitch is hit in the air to deep center field. Lynn going back on the track, back to the wall. Does he have room? He does, right at the wall with his back against it. He made the catch in straightaway center field. Nettles is retired, 1 out. Elsewhere in the American League, Chicago, on the strength of 2 home runs by Lamar Johnson, leads Oakland 2-1 at the end of 8. Kansas City 3, Minnesota 1 at the end of 4.5. Seattle and Texas later. Roy White takes low. Roy doubled his first time up to tie Phil Rizzuto for the number 9 spot. The Yankee hit parade, 1,588 career hits. He swings and misses. Lou Gehrig had the most hits of any Yankee, 2,721. This pitch is in the dirt. Babe Ruth, 2,518. Mickey Mantle is third, 2,415. Joe DiMaggio had 2,214. Yogi Berra, now a Yankee coach, 2,148. Then Bill Dickey, Earl Coombs, Tony Lazzeri, Rizzuto, and White. Roy lines one right at George Scott, and there are 2 down. Here's Carlos May. Carlos has had a tough afternoon, struck out both times. He was called out on strikes his last time up and stayed around home plate for a minute or so to argue the call with plate umpire Joe Brinkman. Fergie Jenkins rocks and deals. May hits a fly ball to left field. Yastrzemski back to the wall. It's caught by Yastrzemski right in front of the scoreboard. In deep left, up against the wall. 3 up, 3 down for the 4th inning in a row. In the middle of the 8th, the score is Boston 8 and the Yankees 1.
At Firestone, it's spring bargain time, and popular sizes of their 4-ply Deluxe Champion white walls have been specially grouped for extra economy. Just $50 buys a pair of size A or B 7813 or C 7814 white walls, plus $1.72 to $2.01 per tire federal excise tax and 2 exchange tires. That's 2 for $50 at Firestone. Firestone products and services are available at Carl Settle State Street, Schenectady, Arkley Tire, Mohawk Avenue, Scotia, or the Firestone Store, Lafayette Street, Schenectady.
If you're hungry, maybe you should get a pizza or something really great to take out. Try Carms at 140 Freeman's Bridge Road in Scotia. Open every night till 1, weekends until 2. Take advantage of their speedy home delivery. Or if you'd like a change from the home scene, Carms is a nice place to eat. Friendly service and pleasant atmosphere. And of course, at Carms, all the food is cooked to your order deliciously. Call 346-1471 for delivery. Or go to Carms tonight.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, Freddie Lynn leads it off. Left-hand hitter takes low and outside from Tidrow, ball 1. Lynn this afternoon is 1 for 2. He has scored a run, driven in a run. Next pitch coming, hits it in the air to center field. Mickey Rivers coming in, sets up under it now, and makes the catch. There's 1 out. Checking National League scores, the Phillies beat Atlanta 4-2. Steve Carlton got the win. He is 9-5. Carlton had a no-hitter with 1 out in the 6th inning. Tom Pachorik got the first base hit off of him. He went on to get the win, 4-2, and Steve Hargan the loser. Crowd of better than 40,000 in Philadelphia. Jim Rice, the batter. He's 3 for 4 with an RBI. Right-hand designated hitter. Takes the slider for a strike. Back in New York, the New York Mets lead Houston 5-1. They're in the 7th inning. Bruce Beauclair has hit his 3rd home run of the year. Tidrow's next pitch, a check swing on a breaking ball, and the count is 1-1. Montreal 8, Cincinnati 3 at the end of 5.5. Carter, Dawson, and Ellis Valentine have over for Montreal in the game. On the fists, a chopper foul outside of 3rd. Giants lead the Pirates 2-0. there in the bottom half of the fifth inning. And that completes the scoreboard for right now. Here the count of ball and 2 strikes on Jim Rice. Tidrow rocks and the pitch. Hit deep to center field. This one is going way, way, way back and gone. Jim Rice, a tape measure home run. His 16th of the year. Boston now leads 9-1. That is the 3rd Sox homer in this ball game. Carl Yastrzemski takes the ball, swings at this one. There's a deep drive to right field. It may be foul. It is a foul. Fair ball. Fair ball. Yastrzemski didn't even start down. It's a home run. Fair ball. It hit the facing of the roof way past the foul pole. And first base umpire Rick Garcia, measuring it all the way, signaled fair ball. Yes, thought it was foul. But stood at the plate and now circles the bases with his 13th home run. And that should be a new Major League record of 20 home runs in 5 consecutive ball games. Boston leads 10-1, and Carlton Fisk is the batter. The pitch to Fisk. A strike over the outside corner. Fisk this afternoon is 1 for 3. He has scored twice, reaching on a single and a walk. Awesome power by the Red Sox. A ball bounces off the mitt of Munson. Well, Friday night, the Red Sox hit 6 homers off Yankee pitching. Yesterday, they had 5. So far this afternoon, they have 4. The fans are cheering as the message board lights up saying the Red Sox broke the Major League record with 20 home runs in 5 games. And now as the message gets around, the fans start noticing more standing ovation by Red Sox fans up on their feet here at Fenway Park. Just unreal excitement here at Fenway. 2-1 pitch. A strike called to Fisk. The Red Sox, with 20 home runs in their last 5 ball games, have broken a Major League record. Tidrow's pitch hit on the ground to the right side. Chambliss is up, tosses to Tidrow just in time at first base, and there are 2 out. Boston in front 10-1, and George Scott the batter. It is unreal the way the Red Sox are banging the ball out of Fenway Park. As a team, they have now hit 94 home runs of the year. Chant goes up for the boomer, and the boomer swings and misses, strike 1. Red Sox have hit 67 home runs here at home, 27 on the road. 67 here at Fenway. Tidrow's next pitch, it's deep to center field. Back goes Rivers. This ball is way back, and it is in the crowd. A home run for George Scott. This is unreal. George Scott has hit his 18th home run to tie for the Major League lead. He already had led the American League with 17. He has tied Jeff Burroughs for the Major League lead with 18 home runs. Boston now leads 11-1. And Bernie Carbo is knocked down by Tidrow's first pitch. Carbo went sprawling. Red Sox players on the dugout up on the steps very upset. No warning by plate umpire Joe Brinkman. Boston leading 11-1. Carbo has hovered in this game. Tidrow rocks and deals. Low. 2 balls and no strikes. Tidrow has given up 4 hits since coming in the ball game in the 7th inning, and all 4 hits have been home runs. A strike is called, and the count is 2-1 on Carbo. Carbo homered, leading off against Tidrow. Then here in this inning, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Scott have all homered. Tidrow kicks and offers. The pitch is foul back near the on-deck circle. The 11-1, the Boston Red Sox lead here in the 8th inning. 2 outs. Carbo steps out. Time is called. The 2-2 pitch from Tidrow. Breaking ball is outside. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Foul back by Carbo. Denny Doyle started the home run parade in the 4th inning with his first of the year. Came with 2 men on. 3-2 pitch to Carbo. Ball 4 outside. Carbo walks. And now the batter will be Butch Hobson, the third baseman. Hobson is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Everybody in the Bo Sox lineup has driven in at least 1 run except for Rick Burleson and Carlton Fisk. Fisk has scored twice, and Burleson has scored once. The pitch to Hobson, line toward the left field side, foul ball. The next pitch, inside, 1-1. Denny Doyle with a home run with 2 out in the 4th. Since then, solo homers by Carbo, Scott, Yastrzemski, and Rice. The last 4 all up Tidrow. Next pitch is foul back by the right-hand swinging Hobson. Denny Doyle, the second baseman, is on deck. One-two pitch. Foul back again. Well, I'd have to feel the Yankees will be glad to get out of Fenway Park and move on to Detroit. They'll be glad to see the Red Sox come into Yankee Stadium next weekend. The pitch is coming. Foul back again. The Yankees face the Bird, Mark Fidrich, tomorrow night. A late starting game in Detroit, an 8:40 ball game. Tuesday night will be Dave Rosemount for the Tigers. We'll televise that game at 8 o'clock in New York, as well as have all the action on radio. A ball is inside to Hobson, and the count is 2-2. Don Gullett faces Fidrich tomorrow night. Ron Guidry against Rosemount Tuesday night. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The side is retired, but not after 3 homers. Produced 3 more runs, and at the end of 8, the score is Boston 11 and the Yankees 1.
The light, delicate flavor of Venetian cuisine. The zesty, satisfying taste of La Cucina Siciliana. From Palermo to Milano, you can cook your way through all the delectable regional dishes of Italy with food products from Polio. Smooth, creamy Polio ricotta cheese. Luscious, fast-melting Polio mozzarella. From peppers to pepperoni, tomatoes to macaroni, Polio has a complete variety of real Italian food products. All made to help you make dishes that would charm a Parman or make a Roman feel at home in. Polio, always in the best Italian taste.
The following little reminder just might help your car use less gas.
You could be wasting gas. It's the last time you change your spark plugs. Was a good while ago. Because the fresher your spark plugs, the better your mileage you know. So fill her up, fill her up, fill her up with Champion. Pull out the old, plug in the new. Fill her up with Champion.
Some folks put off changing their spark plugs till their car starts running badly. Now, that's a little like waiting till you get a flat to change your tires. Champion would like you to remember that the fresher your plugs, the better your mileage. Think about that the next time you pull up to a gas pump.
Fill her up with Champion. Fill her up with Champion.
Bucky Dent leads off the 9th for the Yankees. Bucky is 1 for 2. Jenkins pitched to him. A strike call. In all the talk about the Red Sox home runs, let's not overlook the fact that Ferguson Jenkins has retired 13 men in a row. Dent takes a call, strike 2. It's 0-2. Jenkins got the side in order in the 8th, 7th, 6th, and 5th innings. He got Reggie Jackson, who lined into a double play to end the 4th. He's retired 13 in a row. The next pitch, Dent loops one out into right field, but Carbo is there, and in shallow right makes the catch. We pause for station identification on the New York Yankee Home of Champions radio network.
Your official Yankee baseball station in the Tri-Cities and the home of Lee Summers, Dave Michaels, Chuck O'Brien, Lynn Corey, and Tony Z. 3WD. WWWD. Schenectady.
Mickey Rivers steps in with 1 out here in the 9th. Mickey is 0 for 3, and a 7-game hit streak is on the line. He takes high. Willie Randolph, who had a 9-game hitting streak coming in, is on deck. He is hitless. And Reggie Jackson, who had hit in 14 straight, is hitless this afternoon. Jenkins rocks and the right-hander deals. A strike, and the count is even 1-1 on Rivers. The attendance this afternoon, 34,750. Ground ball, second base. Doyle has the hop, the throw to first. Rivers is out, 2 down. Two outs, none on, and Willie Randolph steps in. He has flied to right, popped to third, and been called out on strikes. Unless the Yankees bat around, Rivers' hit streak has ended at 7 games. Randolph's 9-game streak is on the line. Red Sox fans chanting, "We're number 1." Jenkins offers a slider for a strike. There's the wind on the pitch. Bouncing ball left side. Hobson has it. The third baseman's throw, and the ball game is over. Ferguson Jenkins has retired the last 16 Yankee batters in a row to win his 6th ball game of the year. I'll be back in a minute with the totals and the recap. The final score is Boston 11 and the New York Yankees 1.
Bill Smith's Tire World welcomes the coming season with buys on Dayton tires. Built tough with fiberglass belts and polyester cords, and built to last with deep treads. Here are some examples of the money you'll save. C78x13s, $29.50 plus FET. And H78x15s, $39.50 plus FET. All prices include mounting and balancing. And if you're planning a vacation, stop in today and see Bill Smith for a free tire inspection. At Tire World at the corners of Curry Road and Guilderland Avenue, Rotterdam. Phones are ringing throughout the Schenectady area, offering families the Golden Gift Checkbook. It's over $400 worth of free gifts, services, and merchandise for only $21.95. Some of the participating merchants are the Carmen Drive-In, Simon's Menswear, Firestone Tires, Amco Transmission, Moretz Steakhouse. So listen for your phone to ring. A Golden Checkbook operator may be calling you. For further information, call 372-4416. The Golden Checkbook.
Well, here are the totals on the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. For the Boston Red Sox, 11 runs, 14 hits. They committed 1 error and left 9 men on base. The New York Yankees, 1 run, only 3 base hits. Doubles by Chambliss and White and a single by Bucky Dent. The Yankees committed 1 error and left only 1 man on base. Fergie Jenkins, the winning pitcher, his record is 6-5. It is Jenkins' 6th complete game of the year. He missed a shutout in the second inning on an unearned run. Chris Chambliss walked. Jackson lined out to Rick Burleson. Burleson fired back to first base, trying to double Chambliss off the bag, and George Scott let the throw get away. An error charge to Scott. Chambliss wound up at second, and Chris scored on Roy White's double to left center field, an unearned run. The losing pitcher, Yankee starter Ed Figueroa, his record is now 7 wins and 6 losses. The Boston Red Sox with 5 home runs in the ball game. Number 16 by Jim Rice, number 13 by Carl Yastrzemski, number 18 by George Scott, number 6 by Bernie Carbo, and number 1 on the year by Denny Doyle. And I'll be back with more about this afternoon's ball game right after this message.
Stop hurting, start healing with To your child, there's no such thing as a minor cut, scrape, or burn. When it hurts, it hurts. Stop pain instantly with penetrating Camphophenique. Stops pain and penetrates to kill germs that can cause infection. Helps speed healing. Stop hurting, start healing with Camphophenique, the penetrating first aid medication.
Say that again, Chrissy. Okay, Jeffrey. When Kmart process is your friend, you would business color silk prints. And K-Magic gives proof it's your perfect policy, so you pay only for the prints you like. How can you say with K-Magic's give proof policy and all that so much better than you used to? Because my mouth is getting bigger and because I'm bionic. Oh, Chrissy.
The Boston Red Sox now lead the Eastern Division of the American League by 2.5 games over both Baltimore and New York. The Orioles lost in Toronto this afternoon, 7-1. Other scores, Cleveland beat Detroit 4-2 in the first of a doubleheader. The second game is scoreless at the end of 3 innings. California leads Milwaukee 7-0 in the 6th. Chicago 2, Oakland 1 in the 9th. Kansas City 4, Minnesota 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Seattle at Texas is a night game. And in the National League, the Phillies defeated Atlanta 4-2. The Mets won over Houston 8-2. Montreal 8, Cincinnati 3 in the 7th. San Francisco 6, Pittsburgh 0 in the 7th. Dodgers won the Cubs 0 at the end of 1. And St. Louis and San Diego, Cardinals failed to score in the first. The Padres are now batting. The Boston Red Sox have now set Major League records for consecutive home runs in 3 games, 16, in 4 games, and in 5 games with 20 home runs in their last 5 ball games. And now the Yankees move on to Detroit, where they'll meet the Tigers in 3 night games tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. The Mayor's Trophy game of the New York Mets Thursday afternoon, 4 o'clock at Shea Stadium. And a 3-game Yankee Stadium series against the Boston Red Sox next Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons. Today's Yoo-Hoo Action Award for the most outstanding performance will be presented to Roy White for his double, which drove in the only Yankee run, and which tied him with Phil Rizzuto for 9th place on the all-time Yankee hit parade. Yoo-Hoo, the action drink for action people. And the Butterfinger Award for the most outstanding defensive play will also go to Roy White for the skidding catch he made on Denny Doyle in the 7th inning. Butterfinger, the candy's so good, you've got to earn it. That's the story from Fenway Park in Boston. The home run barrage by the Red Sox, producing 16 home runs in the three-game series as Boston swept all three games, winning this afternoon's finale by a final score of 11-1. The executive producers of New York Yankee Baseball are Ed Babinski and Mike DiTomaso. Our engineer is Dan Bartolucci. The next Yankee broadcast will be tomorrow night when the Yankees meet the Detroit Tigers at Detroit. Game time will be 8:35 p.m. I hope you'll join me for the pregame show at 8:25. Until tomorrow night from Detroit, this is Frank Musser, along with Bill Rizzuto, Bill White, and Pam Boucher, saying so long from Fenway Park in Boston. Again, the final score, the Boston Red Sox 11 and the New York Yankees 1.
This New York Yankee game has been brought to you by New York's favorite Rheingold Extra Dry Beer and by Champion Spark Plugs, the world's #1.
Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the Radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000